And also we wanted to show something about Hong Kong. A lot of tall buildings, very narrow, very tight.
Key idea that the dancers are coming in a row is I remember Ocean said it's like a work chain.
You finally got the first prize at the HARU competition. So I just want to hear like how do you feel about this achievement? So in October, I was one of audiences of HARU competition, and you guys' performance was just amazing. So
Thank you.
I was so surprised, and I really enjoyed the whole piece, and I wanted to hear more about, some backstories or creative process of the contents. So that's how I contacted you, and thank you so much for accepting the interview. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having us.
Could you briefly, introduce the performance that you showcased at HARU competition?
Our piece was about like buildings. So like we're the characters, we are the architects, we're the workers. We were trying to like kind of just build up something. Some features about Hong Kong is like we have a lot of tall buildings, very narrow, very tight, and we decided to like just get the inspiration of that. So which brings us that the idea of the first song was actually just like breaking, just like smashing buildings, yeah, breaking everything. And the second song is kind of like building that up again. At the end of the art piece, there's like a formation. It's like we have the two levels of people kneeling down. It kind of builds up at the image of some kind of buildings, the tall buildings, some windows, and then people looking around. That was our concept overall.
Where did this first idea of this performance come from? Was it a music or specific style of genre or dance, or is it just one of team members' idea?
We kind of discussed it before together. We have 6 directors. We just don't want to just dance around. We want to like bring some feature about Hong Kong. Hong Kong buildings or like just being so tight were just our features that we really wanted to show. Well, we chose 2 songs. We wanted to kind of just show 2 different types of mood. Yeah. Because we have in our group we have like 26 people in this piece, and then each of us have a lot of different styles. Some of them do Afro style, some of them do crumping, some of them do house, some hip hop, and some contemporary. There are just so many different styles in our crew. But we really wanted to like bring all of that into our piece because we don't want to miss out the potential of each of our dancers.
So is there any reason that you choose 2 different songs? I can see that, you wanted to change some kind of like atmosphere or move in the middle of the piece, but at the same time, there would be a reason for choosing these 2 specific songs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, songs were kind of difficult to choose, especially for the second song. It's a house song that is very, very nice to listen, but at the same time, it's difficult to choreograph because it's house. House is like continuous flow. Yeah. At the end, we kind of like decided, well, why don't we just go for the ones that we never did? Yeah. Like we want to take risks. We wanted to give something new to ourselves. Also at the first song, it's kind of like an Afro style that we never tried before. It's a very, very difficult choice, but I think like after all the piece is done, I think we kind of made it to what we kind of wanted to have. Yeah. So yeah, when I just like go back to that moment, I think our song choice was very risky, but yeah, yeah, I think we kind of just pushed through.
So the first one that I wanted to ask about was this part. So I wanted to ask like how this scene was made and how the idea of this whole structure developed.
So if you watch again, along with there when we do the boom boom sound, there was one dancer at the front who's kind of like control. She's at the front, so like it's like moving somebody's arm. So she's like representing the breaking of the building of the park. Do you wanna say that?
I remember for the first time we were discussing about this part is first of all it's the sound, the very heavy bass, each boom boom boom. And then I can remember like the first time Ocean like used dance to express this. He was lying on the floor with his chin on the floor. He was doing like using his whole body to bounce like boom boom boom. And I think this was like the first very raw idea for like how we wanna express this musicality in this part of the music.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of different versions of that part. And then we thought that, oh, it's good, but it's not enough. So like we have been like moving around and dancing before that. And so we just want to change the dynamic of that. So we thought, oh, maybe we could do some, just kind of lifting at the same time, because our theme was kind of like architect. Maybe we could do something like that. They're like 5 pairs, and then they were like overlapping each other. And we tried a lot of different formation. We tried linear, we tried a diagonal, and then we thought that the last one was, oh, why don't we put it in overlapping so it becomes more like building. A lot of like directors and teammates helped out for that part, because yeah, they gave a lot of ideas, and then of how the move should go. We have some contemporary dancers that were very familiar with lifting, so she kind of like gave a lot of ideas of how do we move, how do we make it interesting.
Another part that I'm curious is about, I think it's around here. Choosing 2 different songs is one thing, but mixing it together is another thing. Changing the mood, style, or atmosphere of the performance at the transition of the song is also another thing. So is there anything you consider creating this part, this transition of 2 different songs?
First of all, I would love to like credit Leon to, he's the one who was like mixing the song together. He mixed it like pretty smoothly. We didn't want to like separate 2 songs to get separate 2 songs. Oh, this is the first song, and then boom, change it to the second song. We wanted to mix it as in like this is the like the remix of the whole song. And along with we heard the music, we just make some pictures and then building it along through it.
When it comes to dancers' move and this whole composition of dancers, so if you see this scene, dancers in a row, enter the stage from two different sides, and they smoothly make circles in the middle. Is there anything you try to represent or show through these scenes and this performance?
We see if you want to say anything, but I just want to say one thing. This like kind of like circling part is just the logo of the ChestRoll. So that's how it came from. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
that's really nice.
yeah.
I think the key idea that the dancers are coming in a row is, I remember Ocean said it's like a work chain. Like we are like different parts of like a machine. So we are coming out in a very synchronized and formatted way to start our second construction like song. Yeah.
The part that I felt is the part that I feel is highlight of the piece is, I think, this part. From this moment, I think like the piece is getting more hyped up and your moves are more hyped up. There is a highlight of the song and you guys all move a synchronized move. All the audiences around me just cheered at this part. Like we were all surprised about the energy of this synchronized part. And so when preparing for this specific scene, is there anything you consider to highlight it?
Yeah, for this part, I think like listening to that song, it seems like the song is kind of like flat, but as you listen to it, it kind of builds up to like a level that just kind of like inspires you and gives you a lot of energy, especially when there is a back sound which goes dun 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 dun, that at the front at the beginning part of the song, it was kind of like soft, and then as the song goes, that kind of just builds up and then just kind of like makes you goosebumps after all these kind of like pictures and stuff. We just wanted to let's dance through it. Yeah. And also like we had a difficult moments to like to deciding on what comes before that, what comes before this part, how do we build up this energy. Yeah, that was the hard part that we kind of like struggle. Yeah, but I think the choice was simple. We just go to our formation and just groove it around, and then just like to dance it around, and then just build up that simple vibe. Yeah, so that was our choice.
The final part that I wanted to ask is about the ending part. So I actually wanted to ask like what's the meaning of this scene, but like after hearing about the whole idea of this piece, I guess this is kind of a like finalized building that you guys constructed, right?
Right, yes.
I know.
Yeah, this was quite interesting. Again, like for not just this part, I think a lot of parts that we have so many options that we tried. I think we kind of like start from, let's do some simple lifting and then see what we have, and then we kind of like develop to a point where, maybe after lifting up a person, we could just like do something through it, and then we try a lot of different things, and then that picture just like kind of pops out naturally, and then we just want, oh, this is it. This is like the building that we wanted to show to. So the first floor looking up to the second floor, and then the second floor looking down, and then this just kind of like making sense, and then we just loved it.
So for like future audiences who will watch this performance through video or at the other upcoming performance, define this piece as the charm of this piece as one word or one sentence, what would that be?
Whoa. Just like one word or one sentence.
One word or one sentence?
Destruction and construction.
Destruction and
Like
construction.
something like kind of just some words that meaning to it. You need to break down something to start over again. Or sometimes when it breaks down, you can always start over again.
So during the whole like preparation and practice, is there any, difficult part, or was there any memorable moments you remember?
I would say all of the all of the moments are pretty difficult. Because like we have like a background of dancers where some of them are students, but some of them are like full-time job, they have full-time jobs. And then we sometimes people like get tired, and then we kind of needed to push through. And then I would say there are definitely some hard times for all of us to just keep hanging on. And then there were one very memorable moments was just like the day on the HARU competitions. We were just like outside of the competition area. I think it's like a library area or like university area. We were kind of like practicing and warming up again. And then it was just like after our full rehearsals, and then we looked at our playbacks, and then we thought, oh, we are not good. And then yeah, we immediately just go back to that area and then just like talk through it and then practice. And then there were a lot of pressure, like the atmosphere was like kind of like tense. We know that our competition, like all the teams, they were like super amazing. They're so clean and so powerful. We wanted to like give our best performance to HARU. So we were kind of like pressured and tense. We kind of like sticked it together. We stuck together, and then we were kind of like pushed through. We had our moments. Like without these moments, I think like we wouldn't make it. Yeah, I think it was like it was so true. It was so present. And then yeah, I think that was the moment that really memorable.
Memorable.
One specific moment that was very memorable to me is before we moved from the like open area to standby for our show. Like we gathered around, we hugged together, and we looked up to the sky, and that was like a very particular moment that was very memorable. A lot of different emotions inside, but it was heartwarming for me. Yeah.
I mean, with all those emotional moments, you finally got the first prize at the HARU competition. So, I mean, congratulations on that one first. And I just want to hear like, how do you feel about this achievement?
Oh, we were surprised. We
Yeah.
haven't thought of it at all. So like we thought we did our best, and then we wasn't hoping anything. We were like at the back, all the teams are like
Yeah.
and then we were at the back chilling. And then yeah, that when the first prize was announced, we were kind of like shocked. All the teams in HARU were so good, so good. I think all of the teams, just like paying full respect to the teams. I think like especially I think like Calvin's team, and then Kenny's team, Story Crew, and then Team Magnolia. They have an amazing performance too. So I think like thank you judges to just like believing and in us. We want to stay humble because really think like all the people were so good, so good.
Woody, is there anything you want to mention about it?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much like what Ocean said. We were really shocked. We didn't expect, because we knew we were in we're participating in a very high level competition. So all we were like aiming and all along the way we're practicing is just to do our best. And yeah, we didn't expect anything, but yeah, and thanks to all the judges and all the other great teams.
As one of audiences, I really enjoyed the piece of yours. I really wanted to say thank you for coming to Haru and show this great piece. Yeah, I mean, I
Thank you.
really enjoyed it. And before we go, so is there any of the plan that you have for the like next year?
We aren't too sure yet, but we are looking at some competition in other countries, and we also wanted to do a little something in Hong Kong, and yeah, just like share back our styles and our love to our Hong Kong community. I would say it's just like a big journey for us in the coming year.
Thank you so much for sharing all the interesting stories, and I'm really sure that your story will be a great inspiration for Korean audiences and dancers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really.